Welcome back to Soft Spoken English, the place where we learn English through heart-touching and real-life stories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soft Spoken English.
Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Soft Spoken English. Today, I want to do something a little different. Instead of teaching you only phrases or only lessons, I want to take you with me through my day. Yes, a day in my life. Because sometimes, the best way to learn English is not from a textbook, not from a grammar chart, but from a story. From real life. So today, I'll tell you about my morning, my afternoon, my evening, everything. And as you listen, I want you to imagine your own day. Compare it. Feel it. Because English becomes easy when it connects with your life. So, are you ready? Let's start with my morning. The first thing I hear in the morning is my alarm. That little sound that tells me, okay Rashika, it's time to wake up. Honestly, sometimes I want to press snooze and sleep for 5 more minutes. I think you understand that feeling, right? But then I remind myself, every day is a new chance. So I take a deep breath, stretch my arms, and slowly sit up in bed. I look around my room. The sunlight is soft, coming through the curtains. The world is quiet. For a moment, everything feels calm. I like to start my day slowly, not in a rush. The first thing I do is drink water. A glass of water feels simple, but it wakes me up. After that, I go to brush my teeth. As I wash my face, I always think, okay, today is fresh. Today is new. Breakfast is my favorite part of the morning. Sometimes it's just tea and biscuits. Sometimes it's oats or fruit. And on weekends, maybe something special. While I eat, I like to listen to music or a short podcast. It gives me energy. After breakfast, I make a small to-do list. Just a few things I want to finish today. Not too many, not too heavy. Because if my list is too long, I feel stressed. But if it's short and clear, I feel motivated. Then I get ready. I choose my outfit, something comfortable but nice. I check my bag, water bottle, notebook, headphones. And finally, I step outside. The air feels fresh. The day is waiting. After stepping outside, I feel the world slowly waking up. The streets are a little busier now. People are walking, some rushing to work, some taking their time. Shops are opening, the sound of vehicles starts to fill the air. I like this time of the morning. It feels like the day is truly beginning. Everyone has a plan, a place to go, something to do. If I am heading to work or study, I usually listen to something on my way, maybe an English podcast, maybe some calming music. It makes the journey lighter. Sometimes I just look around, the trees, the people, the sky. It's amazing how much you notice when you slow down, right? When I reach my desk or study table, I like to start with small tasks first. For example, checking my messages, replying to emails, or organizing my notes. It's like warming up my brain. After that, I move on to bigger work. But you know what? Even in this productive time, my mind sometimes wanders. I suddenly remember, oh, I need to call my friend later. Or, I forgot to drink enough water. That's normal. Our brains are not robots. They think about many things. So, when I catch myself distracted, I just smile and bring my focus back. I remind myself, one thing at a time. That's my small rule for the morning. Around 11 a.m., I usually feel like I need a short break. I stand up, stretch, maybe walk a little. Sometimes I grab a cup of tea. These 5 minutes of rest make me feel fresh again. And then, the day continues. Slowly, step by step. By the time afternoon arrives, I can feel my body asking for food and rest. You know that feeling, right? The clock moves slowly, and you start waiting for lunch. For me, lunch is not just about eating, it's about pausing. Stopping everything for a moment and enjoying simple food. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes outside, sometimes just something quick if I'm busy. But no matter what, I try to enjoy it. While eating, I like to keep my phone away. Because if I scroll while eating, I don't even taste the food. Instead, I prefer to talk with someone, or just sit quietly, thinking. A peaceful lunch gives me new energy. After lunch, I usually feel a little sleepy. My eyes want to close for a few minutes. Honestly, I think most of us feel that way. So, if I can, I take a short nap. Even 10 minutes can change the way I feel. If I cannot sleep, I just close my eyes and rest. The early afternoon is sometimes hard because energy is low. That's why I choose lighter tasks for this time, reading, planning, or replying to messages. Work that doesn't need too much creativity. Sometimes, I also take a short walk in the afternoon. Even if it's just outside my house or office. Fresh air and movement help me wake up. I look around, notice small things, a flower, a bird, people passing by. These little details make me feel alive. And of course, there are days when I'm too busy and cannot rest. Days when I have back-to-back work or classes. On those days, I tell myself, okay Rishika, just keep going. Soon it will be evening. And that thought gives me strength. Afternoons teach me patience. They remind me that not every hour feels exciting or powerful. Some hours are slow, simple, and that's okay. Life is not only about big moments, it's also about these quiet ones. When evening comes, something changes in the air. The sun begins to set, the light turns softer, and the day feels almost ready to close. For me, evening is like a second chance, a little window of time to do what makes me happy. If I'm finishing work or study, I try to close my laptop with a smile, even if the day was not perfect. Because I believe, how you end your work shapes how you feel later. So I tell myself, good job, Rishika. You did what you could. That small self-talk feels comforting. Sometimes, my evenings are quiet. I make tea, sit near the window, and watch the sky change colors. Blue, orange, pink, purple, nature paints something new every day. Other times, I spend evenings with family or friends. We talk, laugh, maybe go for a walk. These simple conversations make me feel connected and alive. Evenings are also a good time for hobbies. Reading a book, writing in my journal, maybe practicing English or watching something interesting. These little activities are like vitamins for my soul. They keep me balanced. And of course, there are busy evenings too. Days when I have to run errands, buy groceries, or complete unfinished work. On those evenings, I remind myself, it's okay. Not every evening can be peaceful. That's life. But no matter how my evening looks, one thing is always there, reflection. I like to think, how was today? What went well? What can I do better tomorrow? These questions keep me grounded. When night arrives, the world slows down again. The noise outside becomes less. Lights turn on in houses. It feels safe, cozy. Dinner is usually light for me. Something simple, something warm. I enjoy it more when I eat with family, sharing food, sharing stories. That's the magic of night, it brings people together. After dinner, I spend some time just unwinding. Maybe I watch a small video, maybe I stretch my body, or sometimes I just sit quietly with my thoughts. Silence is important for me at night. It helps me prepare for sleep. Before bed, I like to write in my journal. Not every detail, just a few lines. Today was good because, or tomorrow I want to try, writing clears my mind. It feels like closing a chapter. Finally, I put my phone away, switch off the lights, and lie down. I take a deep breath, thank the day for what it gave me, and slowly drift to sleep. And that, my friend, is a simple day in my life. Nothing too fancy, nothing too perfect, just real. But that's the beauty of it. Every small action, every small thought, makes a day special. Maybe your day looks different. Maybe you wake up earlier, maybe you study late, maybe you spend evenings in a different way. That's okay. What matters is noticing it, living it fully. So I want to leave you with a little thought. Tomorrow, when you go through your day, try to see it as a story. Notice the details, the feelings, the moments. Because when you do, life feels richer. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope my day gave you comfort, ideas, and of course, new English to listen to and practice. This was Rashika, and I'll see you again soon with another soft-spoken story. Until then, take care of yourself. Good night.